is Jordan Tower with JT News. Well, Jim Jones visited the Breakfast Club today, and they were going through everybody he has problems with. He doesn't like Dame Dash still. He thinks he's a sucker. Cameron, that's his brother for life, but they're going through their issues right now. And then French Montana gets brought up, and he says, me and French Montana, we're going to have to fight to squash that beef. Now, if you don't know about this French Montana and Jim Jones beef, it's really kind of over Max B and DVDs. Now, this whole beef started because French Montana used to do a DVD called Cocaine City. And he put this clip on Cocaine City one time of Jim Jones. He got chased out of the Rucker by a bunch of guys. Him, Cameron, they got chased out of the Rucker. He goes into detail about this story on plenty of podcasts, but he got chased out of the Rucker, and Little C's had this footage, and Little C's and Jim Jones were going through their problems. So Little C's dictates everything that's going on in the footage because it was like him and his boys that were chasing Jim Jones out of the Rucker Park, and Jim Jones had a beef with French Montana for putting that footage on his DVD and kind of taking Little C's side. And this kind of spilled into a Max B beef because Max B and Jim Jones, Max B used to be Jim Jones's artist, and then he split away from Jim Jones and started talking a lot about Jim Jones. And French Montana had his back and kind of like made his Jim Jones beef his beef too. So he was taking on his own beef with Jim Jones and Max B's beef. And actually, French Montana got shot around this time when the beef was at its peak. It's allegedly, they don't know who did it or what, but he did get shot. So this beef was kind of real. And, Jim Jones doesn't play. When it comes to problems, he'll approach you. I'm not saying he shot French Montana, just he got shot around that time. Because, French had a lot of problems because of Cocaine City. This is before he was a big rapper. He was trying to make it in rap by using Cocaine City as his platform to show his music videos along with doing stuff with other people on the DVD. So, like, if you were going to check out, like, Cameron's new thing or 50 Cent's new thing, he'd cover their thing, but he'd slip his videos in between, which is a pretty smart marketing technique. This happened with a come up with Nicki Minaj as well. So, anyways, he just said that because that beef's a little deeper because it kind of spilled into the streets, and then, he kind of took Max B's side, and, Jim has his riffs with Max B because he kind of like helped bail him out partially with bail, not the whole thing. And, Jim probably should have let Max B go at that point, but Max B went too far and started talking about his wife and his kids and everything. And I understand how, as a man, he had trouble letting all that go. But that's interesting that's the one beef he really won't squash, is the beef he has with French Montana. That tells you that that's a deep beef. He said, we got to fight to squash that. And he even said he might beat me up. I don't know, but we just got to fight. We just got to fight it out. So, that's interesting that to get his perspective on things. And, Jim Jones, you got to respect the man. He worked hard and had a lot of hit records. And he wasn't even a rapper in the beginning. He was Cam's man, handling business, help managing Cam and everything. So, anyways, that's just some insight on that for you guys. This is Jordan Tower with JT News, reporting as much news as possible.